Hello, hello, West Ham Network. It's Holly, and I'm here with your Hammers headlines for today, Wednesday, the 26th of February, run in association with KUMB.com. Now, we have had today a little bit of clarification in terms of understanding our summer budget and priorities. Plus, we have a story about a 24-year-old left back, as well as a player out on loan that's impressing in Italy. Before we get started, though, hit that thumbs up button, please, to support the channel, get involved in that discussion. And without further ado, let's get started. For your first story today, slide to the left, our summer budget has been discussed by a West Ham spokesperson. So as a reminder, Todibo is going to be eating into a decent chunk of our summer budget because he's on a loan, which becomes a permanent in the summer. So we're going to be paying around £32 million for him. So that's kind of deducted from the total spend that we have available. But now we've had a little bit more clarification in terms of what we can expect. We kind of knew most of it, but we're here with the headlines, and this is a headline today. So a West Ham spokesperson has come out and said that new strikers will be needed and that we're not expecting them to be cheap, adding that they need to juggle things and be creative to fund deals. Now, we've said for a while we're going to need to free up some budget by selling some players that we're not really getting the most out of. And the hope is that by the end of the season, Potter's going to know who he does want and what we still need. And that will form the basis with his team of who we bring in the summer. So this suggests that we're going to see this juggling and being creative comment suggests that we're going to see some significant sums of money come from outgoing players. And we've got between now and the end of the season to work out which players we want to keep and which we might be better off selling so that we can reinvest in the right additions to help us moving forward. The question that I've got for you today is, which players from our current squad would you want to sell to fund the summer rebuild? So let us know down below in that comment section. Up next, it's been reported by Tutto Sport and Sport Witness that we may be after 24-year-old left back Maxim De Cuyper. Now, personally, I don't know if there's going to be much truth behind this one, because for me, it doesn't really make sense, because it definitely isn't one of our priorities that we need to be spending budget on. We've got far more important areas to strengthen. And as we've just spoken about in the previous story, money is tight this summer. So we've got Scarles and Emerson that obviously play in his position, plus Cresswell that may stay for another year, perhaps just another extension, why not, or might be leaving. Plus, technically, Wan-Bissaka can play on the left, even if he's better on the right. But that said, Potter has chopped and changed a lot with Emerson, which might suggest that he's not too keen on him and could want a backup. But is it going to be where we spend most of our money? I'd like to think not. Arsenal are the front runners for the Maxim De Cuyper signature, with AC Milan also interested in signing him. And Club Brugge want a fee of 25 million euros. He's played 38 games this season in all competitions with 1 goal and 6 assists. So let us know your thoughts on De Cuyper and the left-back situation as a whole. Do you think we need to focus on this, or is this just something not to even be thinking about this summer? And finally, for your last Hammers headline today, last story, I've jumbled over my words there, but who cares? Finally, Maxwell Cornet is set to leave West Ham in the summer, with his loan to Serie A side Genoa being a huge success so far. So he's only just gone there, and after just 4 games, he's managed to get 1 goal and 4 assists, making it an incredible return on investment for them. And unsurprisingly, they don't want him to go away again after the half-season long loan. In terms of how much money we could save by not having Cornet on our wage bill, he costs us £2.7 million per year, which is a lot for somebody that we're not using. Based on the point that we're not using him. We haven't been using him. He's been on the bench. He hasn't been given game time. It just didn't really drop for him, did it? It's been a real roller coaster with the left winger. I was excited when he signed. I thought he had the right attributes for us. He looked like he had the pace. I thought this guy could be really exciting, but it just wasn't to be. He didn't hit the ground running, to be honest. And now it looks as though he's impressing over in Italy. So with Genoa wanting to hold on to Cornet, and us wanting to recover whatever money possible to reinvest, as is the theme of this whole Hammers headlines. Could this be game over for Cornet in East London? It certainly looks like it could be heading that way. But I want to hear your thoughts. Let us know what you think about Cornet's potential departure. Are you glad to see him leave, or would you be interested in seeing what he could potentially do under Potter, given his current form under a new head coach? Perhaps he was held back by who he had in charge at the time, and a new opportunity with Potter's ideas could mean that we actually get the best out of this player that, like I said, 1 goal and 4 assists in 4 games is incredible, especially as a winger, not a striker. So I'd like to see what somebody with that track record could bring in. I always think to myself, if you were talking about this player as a new potential signing, would you be excited about them joining West Ham? Based on that 4-game analysis, 100% I'd be excited to see him back at West Ham, or signing for West Ham if he was an unknown player. But we'll see what happens by the end of the season. And like I said, if he's happy at Genoa want him, could well be goodbye to Maxwell Cornet. So yeah, let us know your thoughts. That's all from me for now. But tune in earlier. Tune in to my video from earlier where we looked at the early Hammer of the Year predictions, who would be a front runner, who you're thinking about. The comment section is already going off talking about players like Wan-Bissaka, who've really impressed this season. And it's nice to just have a little bit of positivity around the place, talking about some good performances, some good players, some good times that we've had this season amongst all the madness that we've had. So yeah, standout individual and team performances. There's a lot to actually be said for some of the good times that have been scattered. We're hoping this is just the beginning of some consistent good times. So whatever you're up to today, make it a great one. If you're new around here, please do hit that subscribe button so you never have to miss an update with West Ham Network. Smash that thumbs up button and don't forget to get involved in the comment section down below. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. Excuse my voice. And until next time, have a great one. Come on, you Irons. Irons.